guys. Thank you very much, Ben, for presenting it just now.
Absolutely my pleasure.
Great. I'm here with the Improv Society and Gareth. I mean, I do normally prefer to be on my own in the studio, but
this is my show.
Oh,
Right, joined.
all right. Go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Improv Show. Woo! Yes, it is me. I am Gareth, as Dario pointed out. We also have Katja, Ben,
I'm back.
and the Alex Southern, who is returning after hosting last year. It's exciting. Our first show of the year. It's going to be really good. And so I think Dario wanted to say some stuff. He wanted to steal the mic again, basically.
Well, I just thought, since we've all heard my opening, which was a sort of spoof of the Star Trek opening, I thought of a game, because I thought that, Gareth, you don't really get as much opportunity in the presenter position to improvise, so I thought I'd play a game with all of us, which is what is the next frontier? So if anyone's familiar with Star Trek The Next Generation opening, it goes like this: space, the final frontier, and then he says some other stuff. But I've always found that that's a bit presumptuous to assume that space is the final frontier. Maybe there'll be like another layer of goop that we have to sieve through, and no one will really want to. I mean, I reckon way back when it's probably the sea?
Yeah.
The sea, the final frontier. So I just want to sort of really quickly go around and say what our final frontier would be, starting with Gareth. In Patrick Stewart's voice, if you can. If not, and I don't blame you.
That is a lot of pressure.
It's a high mountain.
Yeah, it's a very high mountain to climb. Space. The final frontier. Or maybe not. For after you exceed space, there is the land of the Discworld, in which the elephants carry the planets, as outlined by Terry Pratchett.
Spain, the final frontier.
Oh, that's what you want me to do.
Go ahead, Alex.
Doors. The final frontier.
Internal monologues. The final frontier.
Infomercials. The final frontier.
Get yours today.
Hosting a show on the radio. The final frontier.
Great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just keep going?
That's all I wanted from that, yeah.
Yeah.
Penultimate
Thanks a lot.
frontiers. The final frontier.
New business ventures in the east side of England. The final frontier. I think we're done with this now.
Yeah, it's fizzling out.
Oh, one more, go ahead.
Frontier towns. The final frontier.
Towns.
That's
Let's move on.
Yeah, shall we move on? We're going to play an actual game now, Dario.
Okay.
But we're gonna start with the intro because we haven't listened to it all the summer, so it's going to go with this.
From Nottingham's Portland building, ladies and gentlemen, it's the impromptu comedy stylings of the Improv Show!
Okay, we've listened to that now, it's great. Sorry. We're going to play a game called Change, and I even got a sound for it. Yeah,
Gareth, you're already better than I was.
I'm loving this. It's so much fun. I get to touch all the buttons and everything. So, Change is quite a simple game. We have two people doing a scene, and then I say change if I don't like something, and they have to change what they just said. So, for example, if I asked Dario for a suggestion for a scene, and Dario would say,
I'm actually... Oh, sorry.
Dario, I need a suggestion. Change.
Situation, right?
Change.
Cat.
Change.
Fox.
Okay, we're going to do a scene about a fox, and we'll have two people and a third person can come in if they want. So we'll start with Ben and Alex.
Oh, you get out of my chicken house! You get out right now!
No! No!
Oh, bloody hell, a talking fox. Wait, we're getting this little trap. We're going to make millions.
Change.
I'm gonna make soup out of you.
Change.
I'm probably gonna make the bed when I get inside, but first, this has to happen. I'm gonna take you onto Britain's Got Talent.
No, I don't want Britain's Got Talent!
A dog that can dance won. A fox that can talk will do well.
No! No, I can't! I must stay in this chicken house!
Change.
I can't! Because I'm from Ireland! And I can't go on Britain's Got Talent!
Your Irish heritage is nothing to do with this.
Change.
Your Irish heritage has got a lot to do with this, I understand. Now I am Irish too, apparently. It's contagious. We have contagious Irish zombieism.
Change accent.
We have contagious Irish zombieism.
Change accent.
We have contagious Irish zombieism. But it's Welsh, I suppose. Contagious Welsh zombieism would be the technical term.
Right. Well, can I just stay in your chicken house and eat all your chickens?
I'm going to need those later on is the issue.
Well, you say you need them later on. Well, I need them right now, and my need is far greater than yours. Because,
No,
you see...
chickens are made of chicken. That's why I keep them. They are made of food. I know.
Change.
They are made of feathers.
Change.
They are made. They have it made. They have their life provided for them. I give them a bed. I give them feed. I wait till they're fat, then kill them. So it's not a great life, maybe, but it's better than they do on their own.
Yeah, well, you know what happened to me? I got thrown out by my vixen, and now I have to
Change.
live... I got thrown out by my wife, who is a vixen, because she is a female fox. And now I live in your chicken house.
Well, I can appreciate that. I've been there myself, out in the doghouse. Oh, it's fine. You can stay in there, but I better find at least 2.
I'll leave 2. I'll leave a male and a female breeding pair.
That is wonderful.
And we're gonna call scene. Well done, guys. So the chicken and the foxy lady, and if you didn't notice, Rob Brydon came into the room about halfway through, and he's now left.
It's really nice.
It was a pretty good impression of Welsh.
No one from Wales.
I
Yeah.
have no clue what my voice was doing there. I think I blacked out.
Do you want to do another scene of change?
Hey.
We'll get Katja in on that one. Who wants? Yeah, Alex and Katja. So Dario, do you want to give me another suggestion?
Don't you have any you could?
Okay. Oh god.
Alright,
You put me under pressure now.
How about sports centre and they don't have a valid pass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're at a sports centre and you haven't got a valid pass.
Hello, madam. May I see your pass?
What's that?
It's the pass you need to get into the gym, ma'am.
Yeah, but I'm wearing trainers. Isn't that enough?
No. All of the people in this town wear trainers.
Change.
No. As you find that absolutely everyone in this entire world wears trainers. So how am I supposed to tell the tops from the bottoms?
Well, you can see I'm very slim, so I obviously work out, so I belong in this gym.
Change.
I probably don't belong in this gym because my nails are way too long to do anything over here.
So, ma'am, that is why I need your pass.
What does it look like?
Well, it's a small piece of plastic that should fit in your wallet.
Change.
Well, it is a humongous piece of wood that you would have to lug around on your shoulders absolutely everywhere.
Change.
You can't miss it. It's a huge concrete building. It's just outside and in the parking lot. Everyone has one and everyone leaves it by their car.
Like in my car or next to my car? On
Next
top of
to
my
it. You
car?
can't fit it in a car. It's huge. It's
So-
a massive concrete skyscraper.
So if you just look out the window, you would see my pass as well.
No,
It's
you
right
see-
next to my car.
I can't see your pass. I see all the people who are in the gym's pass, which is one person. I see one sky tower block. I see not 2.
But my pass is right there, behind the other pass. That's why you
Change.
can't see it. It's inside the other pass, because there was not enough space in the parking lot.
Change.
It's invisible. I have a limited invisible edition of the gym pass.
Well, Mum, I find that very difficult to believe. As you see, I hand out all the passes as the security officer, and I have seen no invisible passes.
Oh, just walked into a bloody invisible building. Who put that there? Oh, my nose.
Oh, I'm so
Scene.
very sorry.
Well done, guys. That was great. And now we're going to play a game of Story, Die. And Story, Die is great. Basically, I'm going to get you to tell me a story. I'm going to point at you. People at home, you can't see me pointing, but assume when someone starts talking randomly, I've started pointing at them. And they're going to do it, and they're going to seamlessly move it. If they mess up, me and Dario are going to shout die at them. So,
And we encourage you at home to do the same.
we sort of do a story about a boy at school. This boy's got into a bit of trouble. He's had to go to the headmaster for...
Well, he brought some sort of transforming sword into, by which I mean actually disappears and reappears as another one.
So this is the story of the disappearing and reappearing sword at school.
When Billy walked into school this morning, he had his sword tightly tucked into his backpack.
He decided to withdraw it and slice apart one of his fellow school members.
This immediately was brought to the attention of the teachers standing around, as one might expect, as blood spurted
Everywhere. Unfortunately, when the teachers came to investigate, there was no sword to be seen.
because it had vanished,
There was just a bleeding boy.
bleeding on the floor.
The blood was everywhere.
And the teachers fell over into it and started exclaiming, "It's 1802!
It was like a Tarantino movie.
Except there was no murder weapon anywhere to be seen.
So the teachers launched a full-scale investigation,
Using the best methods 1802 had to offer,
which
was Poirot and Agatha Christie
and Miss Marple all together as...
Sherlock Holmes was not invented at the time.
So, Poirot, Agatha Christie and Miss Marple, tied together in a kind of three-legged race type scenario, wandered around the murdery blood scene.
Suddenly, the sword appeared in one of the lockers. It was not the boy's locker. It was the locker of a little girl who had her first day of school.
She, however, was...
Die! Dario, shout die.
Die!
There we go. Dario's a bit hesitant.
Back in familiar territory now.
Yes. So, we have two people. Chapter 2 of The Disappearing Sword. We'll start with Alex.
The little girl was arrested and taken to court. The jury was an intense one and found that she was probably guilty. After all, the sword had...
appeared out of nowhere, apparently, in her locker. She claimed over and over again that this was not her sword.
But the jury found her guilty, and she was sentenced to being hung.
Little Billy felt so guilty, and he wanted to clear things up. Unfortunately,
He didn't want to die.
so
He kept quiet.
silent.
And then,
He still kept silent.
until
The little girl was facing her last night in prison.
then,
He
would not take it anymore and went to her cell deep in the dark depths of prison. He found the bars.
too narrow to squeeze through them.
I'm going to say die. I'm sorry. Right, so Alex is just going to round this off for us very quickly in a couple of sentences.
Yeah, it's nice that we're having a sort of a theme of death
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
clever.
that's
It's
become
clever. It's really clever,
funny.
yeah, isn't it?
Children dying has
Yeah.
become funny.
Hello, listeners. How are you today?
Your end does not condone the death of children.
So, I'm finishing the story off,
Yeah,
yes?
just quickly, just a couple of lines.
So, he found the bars too narrow to fit through, so he drew his reappearing sword, slashed through the bars, and they ran away to the moon to live a life of luxury.
And they all lived
Happily ever after.
Alright, guys, I love that. So we're going to go to a song break, which is going to be... What's it going to be, Dario?
It's going to be Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd. So here it is.
We don't need no
Voice control.
Sorry, we realised we played the longer version of that song. So if you're a massive Pink Floyd fan like myself, that was great. But if you're not, you're like, what was that?
Listen to it on your own
Yeah,
time.
it was, what? Why have they taken up improv time with this stuff? Anyway, we're back. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Right, Ben, can you get out?
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye, Ben.
Ben's leaving the studio.
You sound just like my
Ben,
parents.
get out. Get out, Ben. Right, so what do you guys think of Ben? Do you like him?
No.
Ben's actually
No.
left the studio.
Yeah, he actually has. Because we're going to play a game called
Actually,
Press Conference. It's a game in which it's a guessing game, and he's a celebrity who's done something really bad, and he's found a way to resolve it. But he doesn't know who he is, what he's done, or how he's going to resolve it. So we're going to come up with that right now. We just realised that Ben can hear us outside.
Well.
Anyway, so press conference. We need a celebrity from you, Dario.
Justin Bieber.
I was
Justin
going to go
Bieber.
with Miley Cyrus, but that's
Okay.
just as well.
They're the same.
Go for it. Yeah.
Same person.
They are the same
Justin
person.
Cyrus.
That'd be really hard to
Miley
guess.
Bieber.
How about Justin Cyrus?
Just inside.
Oh me.
Oh, Dario. We'll go with Miley.
We're going with Miley.
We'll go with
Anything.
Miley Cyrus.
Anything.
Okay, so what has Miley done that is so controversial to top all the other controversial things she has supposedly done?
She
Eight.
Justin Bieber.
She baked Justin Bieber.
Oh, I thought she ate him.
Oh,
You
ate.
baked and then
baked.
ate him.
Yeah, baked him into a cake and then ate him and fed him to the vicar. And how is she going to resolve this problem?
She's
By changing gender and becoming Justin Bieber.
Okay,
she's going to become
She's going to become
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Okay, so we got Miley Cyrus ate Justin Bieber
In a cake.
in a cake and will become Justin Bieber to resolve the problem. Okay, can we get Ben back in?
Yep.
This is going to be a lot of fun.
What questions do you ask about this?
Ben is now walking back into the studio.
Yes.
I'm standing here.
Before us. So, you just walked in. Hello, sir. Sorry.
Afternoon.
Yeah, Mr. Schneebly from the Daily Telegraph. So, we understand you've obviously been in a lot of controversy recently, especially with the wrecking ball incident. So, how do you feel about this situation? That what you've done is just so terribly awful.
Well, I can't say that I feel very strongly about it at all. Can I take another question, please? Yes, there you go.
This is somewhat unrelated, but I was wondering, do you have any strong feelings on the recent outbreak of the virus causing size?
Yes.
No.
Terrible.
I cannot say I have any strong opinions about that. Oh, we have another question here.
Another question, exactly. Carla Kolumna from Germany.
Lovely.
I have another question. How do you think this is going to impact all those young girls looking up to you and to the poor victim?
I can't say that I really feel like any of these people matter.
You know, I remember my friend, like you were saying before, about the virus that causes size. His name was Lee. He's a really good friend of mine. I was like, oh my, Lee. You've got the virus
I have a question.
of size.
I have a question. It has been noted before that you suffer from split personality. So I was wondering which
Hannah
one of you...
Montana is completely separate. Can we not talk about that? It was in the past.
I was just wondering...
Focus on Miley Cyrus now. That's who I am. Hannah Montana is not something I want referenced.
I was just wondering which one of you committed the crime. So it was Miley.
I've been told by my agent that I can't get off it if I say it was Hannah, so we're going to have to move on from that. Anything else anyone wants to ask?
Well, yeah, that's quite the big one. Like, did you use flour or yeast? Or
And
did
was
you use
it
both?
delicious?
Was it delicious?
I can safely say that I had quite a good time.
You monster.
You absolute disgusting.
Oh my.
He was a superstar.
And I baked him.
You did. And now, all the girls, all the
Poor
fans.
teenage
Oh.
girls.
Yes, sir.
Are you expecting a lot of hate mail? Because I would expect so much hate mail. Literally, Twitter has been exploding once more with hate, pure malice for you. How are you planning to talk to those fans?
Well, I definitely will address it at some stage.
Yeah, that's what they all say. And as you say never, but seriously, I don't believe there's any result going to come from you.
And Miley,
All the believers who are going to be giving me hate, I cannot express any kind of sympathy towards them. I needed to bake him, and that's what I did.
But so you've done it, but we understand you feel guilt about the situation and you want to resolve it.
Well,
that right?
I have to take action towards it. It's
Yeah.
a court-appointed liaison has told me I need to.
Yeah.
Any questions regarding that? You, sir.
do you find the clothes uncomfortable?
Oftentimes, I find it uncomfortable. Yes, it has to be said, sir. Yes.
Have you decided just to dress up, or are you going the full hog and getting surgery done?
I will not be undertaking any surgery. The dressing up is enough for me.
So are you going to have an expert who is going to conduct this new wardrobe for you?
Yes.
A lot of people say purple is overbearing. What do you consider this?
I think that purple, frankly, is a marvellous colour, and I look forward to wearing a wardrobe entirely conducted of purple clothing.
And obviously you'll be touring with the songs that were well known before.
Yes. How are you finding learning the songs, learning the moves?
Well, I think that replacing Justin Bieber on his tours with his wardrobe, his style, and his songs is something that I simply need to do for the fans because they've already paid.
So just for one final quote, can you please tell us what you've done and who you are?
I'm Miley Cyrus, and I baked Justin Bieber and now have to replace him on all of his upcoming tours.
Well done, Ben.
I hate myself for getting some
URN
references.
pro or con? Are they against baking Justin Bieber?
URN can't comment, but I am for it.
Okay. Good, yeah. There's a thing here. You'd have a lot of love from the YouTube community if Miley did such a thing.
The sane
Or
community.
probably
Yeah.
from the over 14-year-olds
Yeah,
all
yeah.
over the world.
Community in massive quotation marks.
Yeah.
Meaning massive.
The mess of people.
Those ones what comment everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we're going to play another game. This one's called Luxury. Have you seen Monty Python? Monty Python do a sketch which involves some aristocrats sitting around a table explaining how all their lives were so terrible when they were young and how each of their lives was worse than the one before theirs. So they would exclaim luxury and then say something more terrible, like I would be on the radio with Dario.
Look it up. It's called The Four Yorkshiremen.
Luxury. When I was a boy, I didn't have a radio.
Exactly. So, I'm going to make this school themed because schools are cool. And my pet hate for schools was I hated it when the teacher arrived late to class. Anyone can start.
Luxury. My teacher never arrived at school at all. It was just us children sat in chairs looking at the whiteboard all day.
Luxury! I was the teacher, and I arrive precisely on time every day, regardless if I got enough sleep or not.
Luxury! I was both a teacher and a student, and I liked neither, because as being on time has never been my strong suit.
Luxury. When I went to school, there was a massive gas leak. After 2 weeks, the school had been completely blown up. I had to be homeschooled by my brother, and he was only 4 years old.
Luxury. There never even was a school where I lived, and no one knew anything. I had to teach myself from a non-existent library.
Absolute luxury. The teacher I was taught by when I was homeschooled was in fact my brother also, but I had to take the role of my brother because he was too late for it, and had to be myself and my entire family.
How spoiled you all are. When I was young, we didn't have education. We just went around pushing rocks back and forth, somehow pretending this was math.
Luxury. I haven't got any arms, so I can't push any rocks.
Luxury! I have no arms or legs! All I can do is roll around on the floor!
Luxury. I'm a sea creature and I haven't even developed into a proper human and don't have any concept of what any of this is.
Luxury! I'm a sentient bucket!
I don't think anyone can beat the luxury of being a sentient bucket.
Ben wins!
That was Luxury, everyone. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
I mean, obviously it was better when it was done on Monty Python, but...
Oh, well, yeah, because that was
nice
scripted
idea.
and... Yeah.
Alright.
Although they didn't get to sentient buckets.
No.
They just died 4 times a day.
Everybody can do that. That's no
Everyone.
luxury.
It was a different time.
Okay, we are going to play a game now called, which I like to call ABC, because then I can press this button. Sorry. ABC is great. We're going to play a game in which everyone goes through the alphabet, just letter after letter after letter, starting each sentence with the next letter of alphabet. So if I said to Dario, I need a suggestion. Yeah, that begins with E.
Anaconda.
For God's sake, Dario, can you just give me a proper suggestion? G.
Acting.
Acting, okay. Acting didn't begin with G, which was the next letter in the alphabet.
Grapes, which is a quite a
Okay.
violent word.
Our suggestion here is acting grapes, and it's for all 3 of you.
What's the letter we're starting on?
Yeah, that was sort of what I was waiting for.
You're right. I missed that bit, didn't I? I'm sorry. This is my first time hosting a show, so I'm a bit nervous. We are going to start with the letter P.
Preposterous! There is absolutely no way that I shall act with her ever again!
Quite right, Damien. Okay, what I'm going to need you to do is, if you could just close your eyes, pretend it isn't her, and dangle the grapes above her.
Relax, everybody, relax. We're going to find a solution for this.
Shall we just get started? I'll close my eyes, I'll hold the grapes, and I'll pretend it's someone else.
Toot sweet, toot sweet. Come on, hurry it up.
Understandable, but I don't think grapes are the best way to go in the first place. Maybe we should just work with bananas.
Very well, very well, very well. I'll get the bananas, I've got them in my hand, I shall start now.
Where is the prop man? Goodness, we're going to run out of fruit at this... Yeah.
Xavier, where are you? Never here when you need him.
Yes, Xavier's always running off and leaving us when we need a brand new prop.
Zulu Mondays is the name of this play, and it will never get made with that kind of preposterous type mindset.
Absolutely not. What about we change the title of that for starters?
Becky, the title doesn't really matter. What we need to do right now is just practice the scene. We'll go through it, we'll get it done, and then we can think of a name. The name doesn't matter.
Can we just follow what Damien is saying here? Because I think that the name is fine as it is, doesn't need reconstructioning, and I'm just going to go ahead and say action.
Damien doesn't know what he is saying at all, ever. I can't work like this anymore.
Everybody calm down. The action has started. The camera is rolling. We just need to do the scene, please, so we can get it on tape. We can edit it down. It'll be fine. Just come back.
Forgotten your lines, forgotten your blocking. I don't think that either of you are real true professionals.
Good, okay. Let's go back to the beginning. Take your grapes and start acting. Action.
Hallelujah, Mary. It is the time for us to be together at last. We can enjoy a lovely sunny day and do nothing but eat delicious fruits and gaze into each other's eyes.
In my 20 years of theatre, I never thought I'd see the lead of Zulu Mondays portrayed quite as badly as that.
Jesus. I can't possibly think of anything worse having seen ever in my life.
Kings may be big men, but you've hurt me this day. You've hurt me bad. You've hurt me, and maybe I should just give up acting and get a job in McDonald's after all.
Let's not be rash. They're not hiring at the moment. Look elsewhere.
McDonald's is overrated anyway. Maybe you should go to Subways.
No! Never in my life shall I work at a Subway! You don't need 3 people to make a sandwich! I'll go to Burger King.
Oh, like they'd have you. Anyone as terrible as you in that scene couldn't get a job cleaning the toilets of Aberdeen.
Poor life decisions, however, is the motto of Burger King, so you should try it.
Quite.
And we're going to call the scene there, I think. Well done, guys. That was fun. Especially when the romance music got pretty intense and Alex got pretty intense. It worked.
Yay!
Intense.
Zulu
Intense.
Mondays.
Zulu Mondays. I'm waiting for that to go into the Lyceum Theatre. I would pre-book my tickets. Okay, we're going to go for another song break now. This one is not going to be Pink Floyd, and it's actually not going to be too long. It's going to be Baggy Trousers by...
Madness.
Madness!
The annoying things from my point of view about managing them.
Hello. We're back, and welcome to the Improv show again. That was Baggy Trousers by Madness.
Yes, and there was a bit of extra stuff on the end of that track.
Yeah,
so
I noticed.
Enjoy that, yeah.
What was that?
Not sure.
Was it you messing up, Dario?
It was.
Yeah. It's alright, we all mess up.
Classic Dario.
Classic Dario.
That look of your face, yeah.
Okay, now we're going to do a movie trailer. So we're going to go back to ad breaks, and we're going to do... Oh, what should we do? A horror? Horror movie trailer. It's going to be The Curse of the Missing Sock. Well, that was funny. Leave me alone, Dario.
Look at that.
It's not working. The car wall isn't working. We've broken it.
Yeah.
I've broken it. I'm sorry, guys. I've broken it.
Just play the romance music.
Do you wanna-
it'll be fun.
it's still not
No.
working. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Ooh, I like it.
Mark was an ordinary man. He lived an ordinary life with his girlfriend, Claire.
Oh, Claire. Truly, we are happy people.
Yes, I love you so much, and I hope nothing bad ever happens in our lives.
I will agree because I want you to like me.
And one day, they got married. It was a beautiful ceremony, and they bought a house together. A very cheap house from a very strange old man.
I do.
I do too.
We're now married. Oh, let's leave. Oh, hello, old man.
Ah, hello, my children. Would you like a house?
Oh, that would be
Oh yeah, we
marvelous.
should totally buy a house,
We are
darling.
newlyweds.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give it to you for 10 pence.
That's so cheap. We should take that offer immediately. He seems so friendly and trustworthy.
They lived in the house. But something wasn't right. Something was wrong. Their relationship started breaking down, becoming cold.
Why on earth are you sleeping at this time of the day?
So I don't have to see your face all the time.
Oh, you wound me so.
Until it all came down to one moment. The moment Mark lost his sock and Claire left his life.
It's not my fault that you can't find your bloody sock.
Oh, one of my feet is so very cold.
Then stick it into the other sock.
With Claire out of his life, Mark was alone in an old big house.
Hello.
It was built on top of an old Native American burial ground.
Ooh, ghosts.
The ghosts come out to play.
I hope they're friendly. They're not. Oh.
The sock
dear.
was lost, and he is cursed. The Curse of the Missing Sock, coming to a cinema near you in March of next year. We promise. We've run out of budget. It's not coming out anymore.
I'm terrified. Please don't ever let me watch that. I'm scared already.
Yeah, it's alright.
I mean, I hate those times, you know, when you're doing your washing, you put it in the tumble dryer, you get it out. Sorry. Your sock's gone.
It's alright, mate. It's all right.
Sorry, Dario just needs to
Happens to the
console.
best of us.
Yeah, Dario's just consoling me
Yeah,
quickly.
my hand's on his shoulder. It's not.
It's not. That's just the magic
It's
of
on his
radio.
thigh. What is this?
Okay, guys, we've come to our last game, which I don't know if you think it's sad or if it's
Yeah,
a good
it's-
thing. That's completely up to you.
Well, I'm sad.
Oh, at least that's one person. Okay. Dario just pressing buttons and I getting funnies. We're going to play Good, Bad and the Ugly. It's a game which we take agony art letters and we decide to give the people some good advice, which will be given by Katja. We get some bad advice, which will be given by Ben Roberts.
Hello.
And some just ugly, terrible advice from Alex. So, we're going to start with our first agony art letter. This was from Judy. Judy is an 8-year-old girl, and Judy's just found out that her father is actually a fox. What does she do?
Well, I think Judy shouldn't see matters so negatively. Foxes are very clever creatures, and they can teach you a lot of things.
I would say try and outsly him with a pitchfork.
My advice...
What excellent advice, Max. Please don't do that every time. Our next piece of agony art letters comes from...
Can I bring in a piece of nasty advice
Oh, you certainly can.
about Fox?
Yeah?
This is really nasty, but why doesn't she make a nice hat out of her father?
That's awful. It's supposed to be good advice. Actually, that will keep you warm in the winter.
Nice bit
See,
of
it's
dad.
It's a really
good
good
advice.
piece of advice.
Good and ugly at the same
Yeah.
time. How do I do this?
Family heirloom, made of your family.
So this next one is by Laura, who's scared of her own desire to make hats out of foxes.
Well, then I hope for her that her family members aren't foxes. But I think she should be happy about this, because killing animals for their fur is bad anyway. She should just embrace her fear and work on taking it to a better place.
I think you need to take up hula hooping. Just keep that round motion going. Never stop, Laura. The hula hoop is all you know. It's all you need. Don't stop hula hooping, Laura.
My advice is to punch an elephant until it falls dead, and then to make hats out of its hide. And also to sew together a bee skin coat.
I think Alex just gave the best piece of advice, guys. Everyone take heed. Our next one comes from Jonathan. He's a 47-year-old. He runs a reserve in Africa, and what's happening is all the elephants are dying. What does he do?
He should find a lot of elephant doctors.
I would recommend finding a lot of elephant voodoo men with which to perform spells and incantations, which would surely help the flock.
I would recommend finding a rift to another dimension where there are more elephants.
And with that, we are going to close our letterboxes and not allow any more letters into the URN studio. Well then, guys, good scene.
The cartwheel hasn't worked.
No. Dario is messing around with the sound effects again. Anyway, I'm very sorry. I'm just going to press this one because it's fun. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you really did enjoy it, we're going to be meeting at 6 till 8 in the SU Hub tonight. It's a lot of fun. You can come along, watch what we do. It's really good. You can follow us on Twitter. It's UN Improv. We've got lots of events and shows going on. I'm going to pass you over to this man that stands beside me, who some may call Dario.
Hi, that's me. I think I'm just going to go ahead and leave this going. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in. I think we've had a good show.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Good first show for everyone. All feeling good?
And
Yay.
Yeah.
Not feeling offended or upset. You know, you're all right.
I feel like URN has not made me feel comfortable.
Well, we'll take your complaint into consideration. Thank you for sharing with us.
I was putting it in the filing cabinet. I mean bin.
Yes, yeah, I'm definitely filing that one. Thank you, everyone, for
There's
listening.
a goat in that filing cabinet.
We're gonna end with a song now. This is Cigarettes and Chocolate Milk, and
Sung by me.
my final word will be, Mum, if you're listening, can you please come and pick me up now?
Well done, guys.
Cigarettes and chocolate milk. The These are just a couple of my cravings. Everything it seems I like's a little